Hello, hello, hello. I hope my dog. Can you? Oh, let me just put the window up, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. My dog might be in the background. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, hello, hello, hello. This is another episode of the Mental Threads podcast. I am here with a very special guest. If you want to say his name right quick.
Yo, what's going on? It's Tyron Turner here, coming at you live.
Yes, we're very much live and pretty much, yeah, and we pretty much met way back, although we didn't speak a whole lot. We met back at Rowan and Cabarrus Community College, correct?
Those were the days, man, for real.
Yeah, back then I had a Cadillac and everything, and now I don't have that Cadillac. You see, I got a freaking Toyota Camry. It's all right, but damn, I miss that Cadillac.
Sure, at least it's something to get around though, right? Like to get around with.
Yeah. Plus, it's good on gas, too. Like, those Cadillacs, they eat my gas. And I used to drive all the way from Charlotte all the way to Rowan and Cabarrus because I couldn't go to CPCC no more because it's like I kept messing up over there. Rowan and Cabarrus got me right, though.
Yeah, no, that's right.
And I remember during that time, what year was that? That was like 2018 or was that 2017?
I think it was 2017
Through
or 18. Yeah.
To early 2018, basically, yeah.
Yeah, because I think like after, because I graduated from high school back in 2014, so I was basically there for a couple of years. I graduated in 2018.
Yeah, 2018. Okay, so yeah, that was when I probably came in. I think and I remember like I was going to class. You were just out there in front, just performing, freestyling, dancing, doing all types of. You're like, because it was like a dead campus anyway, but you're like the only live person there. And I kind of thought that was cool.
Yeah, man. It was just like, because like I have ADHD, but so it's like I keep myself like entertained. It used to I'll always be singing outside and everything, but it used to just like be for fun, but then it's like I started getting like critiqued on and everything. So it's basically got to the point where it's just like I want to improve. So I started practicing a lot. I started practicing a lot more. A lot of people like this. Some people hate it, but it's just like whatever, you know.
You ain't got to keep the ignition on. I don't want you to waste the gas and everything. I just want you to know. You probably should just keep the car on, but not the ignition on, because so like you have the air going through, but you have to challenge you. I don't want you to waste gas and everything. Like, dang, I literally wasted gas just sitting here. It's just like that's a bitch. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can relate to that too, because I kind of got ADHD to a certain degree and everything, where it's like I got to keep myself busy doing something and everything, and it usually manifests for me like it was just like me like writing in my rap book and like poetry books and stuff like that and everything. And that's what kind of took my mind off like the rest of the world and my troubles and everything. So it's just like it's kind of a superpower and like a weakness at the same time, because you don't pay attention. It used to mess me up in school. I didn't get myself together till I got into college and everything. I was really messing up at CPCC, and then I got myself together at Rowan and Cabarrus and everything. What were some moments at Rowan and Cabarrus that you cherished and everything? You made a whole lot of friends over there? I only knew like a couple people there.
You said at Rowan and Cabarrus? Matter of fact, I think because of the whole fact that I was like singing outside and everything, that's when I started to make a lot of friends. And I think there was this one guy that I met, and his name was Justin. I think matter of fact, that was a dope friend of mine. I met him, and then I think I met a couple of other people through him. And then after that, we pretty much like all would like hang out. We were all like hang out sometimes. We even had like jam sessions, because there was like two guys who had like their like acoustic guitars and everything. So we were like anytime we were outside, like either like we would all like sit in the gazebo like close to the cafeteria, and then that's when we were all like have our little jam sessions and everything.
Yeah, man. I remember that gazebo because it was like right next to like the little pond and everything.
Yeah.
So like I remember one time I went there, I think last year and everything, and I just kind of looked and everything. I was at the gazebo. I just kind of like got on my knees and prayed, because when I first went there, I prayed and I was kind of like, please God, I was messing up so bad in community college. I didn't know what I was going to go or where I was going to go, left or right. And I was going through so many things and everything at that point where it's like, Rowan Cabarrus was like my last ticket in my head. It was like the last way like I could change things around around and everything. And I just prayed to God, it's like, God, please just keep me on the right path. If there's anything that you can do, just lead me the right way. And then I came back, I just say, you know, God, just thank you. Because really, it's because of Rowan and cabarrus, I was able to go to North Carolina Central University. Had a wonderful time there and everything. Although I had my struggles here and there, I met a lot of wonderful people, a lot of great artists too, and everything. And it's like, that's what I love about music and everything. It just connects you to the right people.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll get you caught up with some people that aren't pretty all right and everything, but you'll end up with the right people at the right time. Because I swear, like, music is such a beautiful thing that it's such a blessing type of thing that it really brings people together type. So it's just like, you know, it's just like with Dreamville Fest, or I went to Dreamville Fest. Have you been to Dreamville Fest?
Nah. Matter of fact, somebody at my job told me about that, but no, I never checked it out. I've been meaning to.
Yeah, you need to go. It's really good vibes. I had a group chat I was in and everything. It was like so many people in that group chat. Somehow we pulled it off. We all met up at the Ferris wheel and everything. We took pictures like, oh, hey, we all met up and everything. Because usually those things, you don't really pull them off because, you know, it's like there's like so many people out there that you can get like 8,000 some people out there. So it's like you really get lost in the mix. And then it's just like, bro, when you pull up, it's like it's all love, bro. So it's like, that's what I really like about music. And that's what got me connected with another artist named Jay Ford that lives in Charlotte. He has really good music. You should probably check him out. I'll probably put you on and everything. But it's like, yeah, man, it's just like, how is music really, like, what is music since it really kind of got you connected with people at Rowan and cabarrus? How else it kind of got you, like, connected? If you want to go more detail into it.
I feel like it's got me connected. I feel like it's got me connected a little bit, like, of course, with the music thing and with my singing, like, there would be like competitions that I would try to compete in. I competed in one it was like a Zoom call. It was like a Zoom call, and it was like a Zoom call, and it was a talent show, and it was a talent show, I think, for I think it was like different people, I guess, and like I can't remember, but I think it was like different people. It was like people in different boroughs of New York, and we've all competed. It was like different styles of performances. Like different types of performances. Of course, I sang and I played the keyboard. I think one guy did a freestyle. Then there was a couple of choreographies, and I think it was somebody did poetry as well. And that was pretty much it. I won first place, and I think the choreography dancers they won second, and then that was pretty much it. And then there was another singing competition. I would be at Stats. One of my favorite singers, Sunshine Anderson, she was the host. A really good friend of mine, but man, I just kept losing at the competition. Like, I would make it to the finals. Sometimes I didn't make it to the finals, but it just wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't there. It just wasn't there for me when I kept taking so many L's there. It's like everybody would just tell me, yo, like, don't keep going back. Like, there's another path for you. And I pretty much started going back to like doing my just doing my own music. Like, I'm pretty much trying to write. But then I'm always like getting distracted. I'm always getting like distracted and everything. Not to mention the writer's block. Writer's block is a bitch, man. It is. And but I mean, I'm still I'm literally like trying to watch videos on like how to improve on songwriting and stuff like that. Cause I'm not only do I sing, I rap too. So I don't know. It's funny because it's like a different story for like whenever I listen to a rap song, say a rapper like spits out a word, and then that word sticks in my head, and then I start coming up with a line of my own with that word. And so I start writing it down. I start writing it down or phoning it down. That way I could like save it for later or whatever. And so I've written like a few raps. And then there's other songs that I've written for basically like just for singing, and then maybe like one or two songs that are singing and rapping. So there's that. But other than that, just pretty much trying to focus on my craft. Trying to like work on it. And like whenever I work on it, it's like an art project. It takes me a while to pretty much get it done.
Yeah, I could feel that. I could definitely feel that. I know you mentioned some things about writer's block too and everything. That's just something everybody goes through at some point in one way or another and everything. I be thinking I ain't got nothing else I can write about or say anything about it. And then it's just like once you actually apply pen to paper and just try something, it really then starts like I be going like months to like even like years without being consistent. Now, like since I've been stuck in Charlotte and everything, you know, I had my own situation I had to deal with. Then it was like 4 pages a day type thing. And I'm like, then it's like, no, okay, now it's actually possible. That now I ain't got a whole lot of schooling I have to do or anything. I can focus more on myself and why I can reinvest into myself and everything of that nature. So it's just like, that's just all I'm focused on and everything. And that's how you overcome writer's block. Sometimes it's just taking that first step. And then no matter how dumb it sounds, even how ridiculous it may sound in your head and everything, you guys keep in mind that even as an artist, some of us are perfectionists. So to the point where it's like you think it sucks and it don't even suck. Some of your worst lines are somebody else's best lines.
Exactly.
Some of your like best lines is something that people can't even come up with. And that's why I try. It's not even anything to keep in mind, but it's just something that just like, you know, regardless of like what you might feel about your stuff and everything, somebody might even say it sucks. And somebody might think it's dope. But regardless, it's like that shouldn't really hold you back from really trying to come up with something. You know, artists, we're natural creators. We just have to create. It's just in our nature to create things. So it's just like, you know, even if you want to take a rest, maybe you know, maybe I'm not feeling it today, nothing wrong with that. And it's all about getting back on that horse, really, you know, doing what you gotta do.
Yeah, and then like sometimes I listen to a few of my favorite artists, or maybe just like one artist for like inspiration. Because I've also seen like videos where it'll be like on like how to like pretty much write songs, and then some people would say like listen to like your favorite artists, or like listen to your favorite artists and the things that they're talking about to pretty much try and resonate with what you're trying to write about. Lately I've been listening to her. Like her, she is I don't care what anybody says. That woman is phenomenal. Actually, that woman is phenomenal. One day I actually want to work with her, to actually collab on a song with her. But two of her albums that I was listening to, I think one of them was damn, I forgot.
That's all right. You can let it until it comes back.
One of them was called Used to Know Her. That album right there, that one really hits home. And then there was another one, and there was another one, and it had the song Best Part on the album. It was Best Part and Focus. Those two songs were on the album. And that album was actually one of my favorites from her. But I will always like whenever it comes to writing songs, like she will almost always be my go-to, either her or sometimes Daniel Caesar, sometimes Music Soul Child, Luke James, that one of my top favorite artists of all time as well. And but yeah, just pretty much almost any artist. And then when it comes to like rap, I pretty much listen to almost anybody. I'm listening to KRS-One. I'm listening to KRS-One. Sometimes Onyx, Redman, and Method Man, or sometimes just Redman, and sometimes just Method Man, or the whole Wu-Tang Clan. Who else? Eminem, of course. Who else? Royce the 5'9", another Detroit rapper. Marlon Craft. I slept on that kid for too fucking long, man. I heard his new song, Hans Zimmer, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Why didn't anybody tell me about this? Dude? So I started listening to him. I started if there's an artist that you stumble upon, you gotta go back. You gotta go back. You can't just jump on the bandwagon and listen to their new shit like from there, and then from that point on. Like, you gotta really go back and really get to know their craft. Like, really get to know their craft. That's how you. I feel like that's how you become a. I feel like that's also how you become a fan of theirs. Like, it's good to become a fan of that song, but you gotta dig back. You gotta dig back. And start from their first album. That's what I did, and that's what I did with most artists, because that's what I did with most old school artists, of course. Like, because matter of fact, how that all started out for me, like, because I'm old school. I got an old soul like no tomorrow. My parents will always be playing like old school hip hop, old school R&B. The hip hop, they were, like I said, KRS-One or Boogie Down Productions. Queen Latifah, A Tribe Called Quest, MC Lyte,
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane.
You know, Big Daddy Kane used to teach at my college at one point.
Oh, really?
NCCU. Yeah, I even took a picture with him like some time ago. I could probably show it to you in a little bit.
I'm about to turn on this car. It's hot, man.
No, definitely. You don't need to turn it. Just don't turn the engine on. You can turn it without the engine on.
Oh yeah. That's what we meant. Yeah. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, I just didn't want you to burn gas. Like,
yeah,
you're probably still burning a little bit of gas, but not too much gas. That's
right. But yeah, Big Daddy Kane. Of course, the usual Tupac and Biggie. Damn. It was a lot of artists.
And you ain't got to name all of them. Like,
yeah,
could we literally be here all day? I like how a lot of
always dig back. Yeah. With KRS-One, I literally dig back to the first album, Boogie Down Productions, Criminal Minded, and I think that was the first album. And then I think
that was 50 Cent's favorite rapper going up too, was KRS-One, I think.
Yeah, and then with Queen Latifah. I started digging back I think this was after I heard her album. My parents had Black Rain, that album that came out back in 1993, and like I was like, yo, this woman is sick. This woman is sick, especially when she played as Cleo on Set It Off. I was like, all right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of times where artists usually tend to turn to like actors and everything, and authors and stuff of that nature. But I know, like, when you really speak on trying to build like the relationship, like as being a fan and like being like to an artist and everything of that nature, you had to dig back in their catalog. I can really resent that. Resonate with that also. You know, when it came to J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, it was all about their mixtapes. Like, Kendrick was overly dedicated and like everything of that nature. With J. Cole, it was like, the warm up, the come up and everything, Truly Yours and stuff. It was really their mixtapes that really had me resonated in them as an artist. You feel like you really grow with them as artists and everything. Then you start back from freaking high school and everything. You're going through all sorts of emotions and hormones and stuff. And then all this stuff gets channeled when you actually put on a song, and then like you escape and everything. And then, that's what I really admire about being like, about like being an artist too. Because it's like, the grind never really stops. And sometimes you feel like, I'm 24. I just dropped my first mixtape last year and everything, 12 tracks and stuff. And I'm still trying to make a goal for myself to reach about 50 songs this year before the end of this year. Yeah. I haven't done a single song yet and everything, but it's coming. There's still time left in this year to get it. I just had to get a whole lot of things situated. I'm trying to get this whole podcast thing on too. I think you're like the 63rd episode and everything. Yeah, and I'm trying to reach 150 episodes before the end of the year too. So it's like, it is good for artists and everything to have goals and stuff of that nature, things that we want to accomplish and things that we want to do and everything. What type of goals do you really see yourself like trying to get accomplished, this year, over the next 5 years and 10 years from now and stuff of that nature?
I don't really like to think too far ahead, but like just living in now basically. But as far as now is evolved, the only thing I'm really focused on, I'm just put it simply, I'm just trying to focus on me, like really trying to improve myself, no matter what I do, whether it's working, whether it's doing music, whether it's writing music, or especially singing, because especially with singing, because it's like there used to be a time where I just felt like I reached my limit as a singer, but then I keep practicing, and then I feel like it's a limit. feel like there's a limit that's been broken. I feel like there's always a limit that you can break, no matter what you do. I feel like it's always a limit to something. Like some people may feel like okay, I did like all that I can do. I can't. There's like no more leveling up. Like I reached my my max experience level. Nah, I feel like it's I feel like you can always like reach you. I feel like you can always just like go higher. Like you can just break past whatever. You just break past a ceiling, no matter how high it freaking is. Like you hit one ceiling, go through it, hit another one, then you go through it, and then it's just like whatever. So like I said, it's just like I'm pretty much just, my goal is to just pretty much focus on me and improve myself no matter what, especially with music, because I need to get more music out there. Like I'm pretty much trying to like write more. Like I'm trying to write more. Trying to come up with more ideas. I'm trying to also get in the habit of just writing without waiting for the light bulb to turn on, because I've always had that habit. Like it's just, but it's like no, like I always see people talking about like no, you should like no, you really, if it's something you want to do, you gotta really dedicate yourself, whether you feel motivated or not. Because it's all about the drive. It's all about the grind. And like her said, you can't cheat the grind. So
definitely can't cheat the grind. It's all about making it all habitual, man. I swear.
Yeah.
So I never would imagine I would even get like my like drive back when it comes to even writing again and everything until recently and stuff of that nature. And kind of like this April, I kind of been spotty with it and everything. But it's like I'm trying to at least dedicate as much time as I can to really get into the habit of it. You know, it's like, so it's like, you know, I think this is like my 7th rap book, I think, composition book wise and everything. This is all from like, you know, from like middle school type stuff. So it's just like, you know, so it really doesn't feel like it's a lot, you know, but I feel like, you know, there was so much time in between that time, but I still feel like I could be able to bounce back and everything and make this, you know, back into my life again. Who knows? I could probably go like years on the same rap book, and then this year I could drop like so many like rap books and everything be finished and stuff of that nature, to the point where I just know like what rhymes to what and what sounds good with what and everything. It's all about like doing the little things to, you know, to really build yourself up and everything, you know. Like I used to be like a heavier dude and everything, and then it's just like I try to do push-ups every day, about 200 in the morning, 200 in the evening, and then I go for a run. You know, I just came back from a run and everything not too long ago. It's all about just trying to build that up, and then like this coming week I'm trying to get back into going into Planet Fitness like a base, like about 3 times a week, and then trying to let that kind of resonate, and then, you know, do what I got to do like health wise too. So it's just all about building like little itty bitty habits of consistency, and that consistency will take you a long way. Like right now we're in April and we still got like how many months left? Like about like 7 months. 7, like 8 months and everything, because like 12 months in a year, so it's 4, or this 4th month.
Yeah, like 8 months left.
Yeah, about 8 months left. So it's just like, you know, I be feeling like I kind of got off at a slow start, but it's like, you know, like who knows, 6 months could do a lot. You know, so that's kind of where my mindset is on for like the rest of the year. You know, it's really just to get myself together, drop as much content as I want to this year, like start as many new habits as I want this year. Read too. It's good to read and everything. I've been spotty on that too. I was supposed to read a book called The 4 Agreements, and I was messing that up. Like last time, it's been a while since I last read that book, so I need to really get back on it and everything. Is there any good like type of habits you're trying to reinvest within yourself? Like you're trying to practice and stuff?
What you said, habits?
Yeah, just good habits. This should be anything. Like any good habits you're trying to like, you know, get familiar with to move forward and stuff.
Procrastination.
Overcoming procrastination.
Oh, overcoming. Yeah. I need to work on that. I need to work on that. Like, it's like Nike. Like, just do it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And then it's that's pretty much it. Just procrastination, and also pretty much trying to work on. It's a lot of things I'm trying to work on. It's a lot of things I'm trying to work on, but a lot of things that are like personal.
Yeah, sure. You ain't got to get into too much detail with it and everything, but like just to give you a sense of mindfulness, you have performed several times in front of a crowd and stuff of that nature. And some of them have been good reviews and everything. Sometimes it kind of bombed a little bit. You know, you're getting a lot farther than a lot of people. Like, I wish I could perform my songs in front of people, but I still feel like I need to do a couple things first and get like really like comfortable before I want to like really make that a part of my life. You know, put a lot of content out and everything, stuff of that nature, see what works best for me and stuff before I really go that route and stuff of that nature, because you know, like, no one wants to just like stay in that whole bedroom rapper phase forever and everything. So it's just like, you know, I just want to be able to like work hard until I do that. But yeah, man, like actually performing in front of people, like that's a big part of the whole process. So it's like for you to even do that, like that's like really like admirable from even me, because you were doing that right in front of like Rowan and Cabarrus and whoever watched you, whoever did, it didn't matter. You just did that. And like that's a very good habit that you put yourself into. Yeah,
it didn't, especially with the friends that I made. They will always tell me like they always told me like back then they were like, they told me like that somebody would be like talking like trash about it, and I was like all right, whatever. I was like, all right, whatever, fuck them, I'm not gonna like get to me. But it's like later on it did get to me. Like, it pissed me off so much that I literally wrote a freaking diss. Like, I literally wrote a diss. I still remember, matter of fact, my dude, I still remember him telling me that there was this girl, mind you, this girl I had one class with, and I'm not even one to talk about people, but it's like her body language, dude, is just like bad. It's just like bad vibes. You ever just I don't know.
Hey, I'm an empath. I know all about bad vibes. And sometimes I be ignoring bad vibes, thinking maybe there's more to it.
Like, people just be acting like they just all, like, she has the nerve to talk about how I think that I'm better than everybody. I'm like, no, sweetheart. First, I'm better than those who think I even have that mindset. Because I can never think that I'm better than anyone. I will never think that I'm better than this person or that person. There's always somebody out here that's going to be better than me. And I've always been humble. I've seen no matter where I am. But at the end, I sing or rap no matter where I am. I could be singing and rapping and walking around my freaking neighborhood on the road for all I care.
And people appreciate it. No one looks down on it. Like, people would talk about it in my class. Like, yo, you seen that guy that's out there singing and dancing? Like, he brings good vibes to the campus. Because it was dead campus most of the time.
Exactly.
And it wasn't like a bad thing. You know what? People were just trying to go there, just get their education and go. But if somebody just wanted to do and just perform, I thought that was really cool for you to be doing some stuff like that and everything. And I could relate to that too, man. I remember like in high school, like there was one dude who used to be like pissed off at me just for writing in my rap book. Like, how you bothered for somebody writing in a book, and then like you just want to sit around and be like, oh, can I see that book? You ask me to see the book and be like, oh, well, this is all nursery rhymes. This is everything. Don't think you're a rapper. Think you can rap because you can't. And I'm just like, that's so dumb. Like, why? Like, I'm writing in this so I can be able to be better at the thing, dummy. Exactly. It's like, why would I think I'm better than somebody for writing in a notebook? Exactly. If somebody wants to look into it, whatever, like, that's the part about artistry. You're gonna show it to people.
That's a Karen right there, my dude. That's if you're gonna get mad at somebody if you're gonna get mad at somebody as so much as simply writing in their freaking book, dog, like, you really need to like really evaluate your life.
It's mad corny.
Things that there are more things to be mad at. There are more things to be mad at than me singing outside, minding my own damn business.
Exactly.
Like,
she might have had a crush on you. You never know.
Yeah, right.
Some females be like that, man.
I confronted her about it online, and she was like, she tried to play dumb. It was just like, nah, sweetheart, you don't play, because my dude would not lie. My dude was a good friend of mine. He would never lie. He invited me to his baby shower. He would not lie to me about things like this. If somebody in my circle hears that somebody is talking trash about me, or somebody is looking at me a certain type of way, they'll immediately tell me about it. They would immediately tell me about it. And
that's good to have friends like that behind you.
Back then I used to get pissed about it, but it's like, you know what, all right, I'll either move on from it, or be like Eminem and just like write their names in a freaking rhyme or something. It's like the last thing you want to do. The last thing you want to do is have me spit out a rhyme and say I was writing this and I thought of you.
I mean, yeah, dude, Eminem, that's the Grim Reaper right there, like, basically. But it's like, yeah, man, it's good to keep people like that on the side of you, man. I kept people around me used to entertain every type of bullshit thing spoken about me, and like they're not in my life no more.
Exactly.
And God has given me a group of friends, people, and everything that look out for me, that just want me to win, and they exist, dude.
Yeah.
That stuff is real, man. You're going to always find people. You're always going to end up finding your soul tribe eventually. You'll find people that support you eventually. Like me and you, we don't even interact like that. But I know, like, I believe in your path. I believe that you're going to get somewhere. And I'm sure you believe the same in a sense for, like, the whole podcasting. Otherwise, you never would have showed up.
Yeah, most
and everything. Man. And it's good and everything. At least sometimes I'll be thinking, like, dang, how am I actually going to reach 150 episodes? I'll be feeling like I don't know nobody. And, like, next thing you know, it'll be like a week of interviews set up, after every week. And it's just stuff of that nature. And it could be people like war veterans. It could be older folk. It could be people like this, people that are artists, people that aren't, people that just do other things and everything, and that's just stuff of that nature.
Yeah, you just gotta keep pushing, dog, no matter what.
Gotta keep pushing. Can't let the haters get to you, man.
Or anything get to you. No self-doubt, nothing negative.
Haters never quit, man, so you can't quit either, man. But it's just like, but they do fall out of your life. And you're going to see how a lot of these people turn up, man. You know, there'd be females in high school that won't even look your direction, or they even talk all types of nonsense about you. You know, you can turn the whole thing. I'm just worried about your gas and everything. You know, gas prices going up. Your tank is pretty high. Yeah. It's just like, but it's just like, it's just stuff like that. Because even I'm burning up too, and I'm wearing a whole Hawaiian shirt, man. It's just like, man. But it's just like, you know, it's just one of those things, man, in life. It's just like, you see where they end up and everything later on, and it's never pretty. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just like a lot of people that are popping back then are not popping at all in the slightest. And you don't hear nothing about where the fuck they at, nothing. And it is what it is, but that doesn't have to deter whatever they have success or not, deter you from your passions in life. Your passion will show you, like, where you need to go and the people you need to be around and stuff of that nature. Just got to work on yourself, focus on yourself, and you'll be able to get it through. And you've been focusing on yourself pretty well. I mean, we're in a Honda right now. I know maybe that might not mean nothing to maybe somebody like, oh, I drive a Bentley or whatever. But at this stage in life, man, if you're doing well and stuff, if you got yourself together and stuff of that nature, you know, like, you're a winner to me.
I feel like life right now, I feel like life is still like it's a war, and it's always gonna be, because you're always gonna have people in your path. You're always gonna have people in your path, and you're always gonna have people in your path, and you're either gonna have, and no matter what, you're either gonna have people in your circle, or you're gonna be by yourself. But no matter what, you just gotta keep going. But for me, it's like people. I don't know. It's like people look at me and see that I'm doing well. I mean, I am, but at the same time, it's like I'm still in a battle. Yeah. Basically. And
everybody's in the battle trying to warn that don't mean to cut you off. But it's just like, that's just it. Everybody has their own things that they got to worry. That's why you got to be kind to everybody and show compassion to everybody. You know, don't use people, don't throw people aside and everything. Because like, especially when there's an impact, when God blesses you with certain people in your life to come and they all look out for you and everything, keep them. And there's people that do you all types of words or whatever. Hey, cherish the lessons that you learned from it and move on and everything. And that was pretty much a hard thing I had to learn growing up and everything. It's just like, you know, I kind of get it from my father. When people do us some type of way, we just can't seem to get it out of our head. Like, why would they do this? Why would they do it? Yeah. But then months and years pass on, and just like, maybe those scenarios might play over and over again. That's what PTSD is, which every black man has to some degree or another. But you just got to learn to just let things go and everything. That's for anybody listening. And you know, it's just like, sometimes you gotta listen.
And then sometimes it's not even all that easy. Sometimes you gotta have people to. Sometimes you gotta have people like just tell you how it is. Like really, like just like really give it to you straight. It's gonna hurt. Like, they're gonna tell you things that you don't want to hear, but they're doing this to pretty much get you back on the right direction. It's a process, but at the end of the day, you just can't let shit hold you back. Otherwise, you're not gonna survive. Like, I guarantee you that right now.
You will not survive. And those little points of isolation and everything, those are really good points to grow. Too, also, man, there are points where you can be isolated and you realize things you ain't even realize. Like, man, like I really made it this far without these people in my life at all. And God will bring people in your life that will only speak positively about you. There will be people in your life that will literally link you up with people that you need to get in link with. And there are people that just don't do that. No matter how good you treat them, no matter how much you be there for them, no matter how loyal they are, they'll throw you under that bus. They'll throw you under the train. And it is what it is, but it's just one of those things in life. It's just one of those things that really teach you to be a better friend, more loyal to whatever process you're loyal to. When people treat you badly, it's just a lesson in charity, the importance of charity. When people betray you, it's a lesson in the importance of loyalty. When people are in your circle are just lazy and they don't do anything, that's just a lesson and learn to really take initiative and everything, take initiative for your own life, because if you don't want to end up in a position in life where it's like you just can't pull yourself out of something. And every day God gives you, it's literally a day to change things. And I ain't the biggest Christian in the world, but it's just real stuff. It's just real life stuff and everything. Were there points in your life where it's you're kind of struggled or whatever, and then you just feel there's no way I can get through this, and then you end up kind of getting through it anyway? Were there any points in life where it's just or through your career where it's you just feel you just couldn't do it or whatever, but you end up doing it anyway? Any points?
Yeah, pretty much.
You ain't gotta go into detail if you don't want to, but it's just up to you.
Pretty much literally almost every single fucking day. It's I'm always at war. I'm always at war in my head. Especially whenever it comes to people around me, people that actually give a fuck about me. It's and then sometimes I would make a mistake. I'll make a mistake, no matter whether it's big or small. I would immediately become a bully of my own. I got picked on so much back in elementary school, middle school, and high school, and I guess that eventually I started becoming my own bully. I'm harder on myself than anyone could ever literally be. But yeah, I'm still in battle, but I'm getting those W's. There are times when I'm down. There are times when I'm down, or situations that happen to me that I don't agree with. But at the same time, it's all right. Especially with women, because especially with women and finding love. I'm still trying to focus on not expecting to pretty much expect the unexpected. Cut my expectations off. But it's no matter what, it's I'm always anytime I meet somebody who shows some sort of interest in me, I pretty much try to take it as slow as possible. Sometimes it still never really ends well. And then most of the times I feel yo, did I do something wrong? Did I come on too strong, or things like that? Either that, or I would get led on. People around me with one of my best friends would tell me, yo, it's not you, it's them. And it's not you, it's them. Fuck them, and just keep it moving. And then
it's good. It's good that you have friends like that.
Yeah.
And everything. But yeah, man, I can relate to a lot of that, man. It's just, a lot of that PTSD I told you of, the post-traumatic stress disorder. We all go through it, especially as a black man. We've all been through something in life where it's we're trying to escape from, or the scenarios play in your head over and over and over and over and over again on the daily. And you try to say, oh man, what if I did this? Or what if I wasn't cool with this? Or what if I would interact? You get stuck in the what ifs, but you need to really focus on the what's now. What can I do now? How can I do to build on myself right now and stuff of that nature? And even romantically, we're all pretty young and everything. And honestly, it's just this year I'm so focused on just let me just focus on myself so much so that I can put myself in the position where I can go out all night and do whatever with whoever female I want to do or whatever, and then it's just really, really get to learn who you are and everything before really going in that lifestyle and stuff of that nature and everything. Ain't no shame, you know, wherever some girl broke your heart or some girl turned their back on you. We're all human beings, you know, that nature. Sometimes these things don't work out. Sometimes they do. Whatever, you know, just keep it going regardless. I know you can't even say that, you know, just got to keep it pushing. You know, it's just like, you know, my mentor, Sean Andrews, even told me like this, you know, they're no matter what flaws you might have, there's always somebody out there that's going to love you. You know, always. Especially if your heart's pure and everything. I'm not saying like, oh, we are the purest of hearts and everything. We all make mistakes. But it's just like, you know, just think, if your intentions are pure for this world, if you're just focused on your purpose and everything, the right people will come into your life. And that also goes for women too and everything. There are people that are going to love you just because you're just a dope person and nothing else. And then that's just it. And, you know, it's all about just finding the right people. Sometimes you get caught up in the wrong schools, maybe caught up with the wrong group of friends, you know, whatever, it happens. It's just a learning experience. You got to be happy that, you know, God has humbled you very younger than if like you carry a lot of childish shit up into your 40s and 50s, and it's just like you're just embarrassing, and that stuff is very, very embarrassing. Where it's like, you know, where you're in your 20s, you're just trying to make it, and the next thing you know, the second half of your 20s might be a breeze, and then like the rest of your 30s would be just amazing, and then your 40s, it's like where things really, really get settled for you and everything. You know, it's just about just keep pushing on in this life. You know, I look forward to the future all the time because I know it's going to be way better than where I was and where I'm at. So it's like that's just all I'm trying to fight to really make it. So it's just stuff of that nature. You know, any thoughts in regards to that?
Nah, I pretty much agree with everything. Just keep pushing and focus on yourself. Like even through that, it can get difficult because like there's always gonna be distractions. But no matter what, you just have to keep a tunnel vision. The good things will come to you. At that light, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. No matter what tunnel you go through, there's always gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel. There's possibly gonna be blockages, but you have to ram that shit. You have to bulldoze. You have to freaking monster truck your way through it. Whatever. Like you just have to.
I thought, dude, you're gonna be naming every animal after Rowan. It's like, you gotta goat that shit. You gotta bull that shit. You gotta straight up,
especially bull.
Yeah, you gotta
bull the bullshit.
Yeah, you gotta freaking, gotta Zen headbutt that shit. Ram Fardo's freaking some Pokemon type. But no problem. No, ain't nothing wrong with it. But, you know, I know we spoke a lot about struggles and everything. Let's go into your interests. You know, but yeah, outside of music, what interests do you have? I know you look like somebody that's interested in anime. I know you like anime.
Oh yeah, I love anime, but I love anime, but then I'm also kind of behind in the game on it too. Like I've mostly watched. Of course, I've watched everything Dragon Ball. Naruto. I'm literally at the beginning of Naruto Shippuden.
Literally, you just started Shippuden?
The only ways I ever really kept up with the storyline somewhat was by playing the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games. All of them.
It kind of helps though. Video games really kind of help you get involved.
Yeah.
Like,
so it just like
Dragon Ball, like a little bit of Naruto, which is like I'm actually glad because like now you have more stuff to look up to. Yeah. I mean, I'm more of like the original, like I'm more set with like the original Naruto because I feel like it was more strategic. You know, later on it just kind of like gets into like gods and everything and like giant, and then they're like reincarnations, and then it's just like, you know, it kind of defeats the whole like, you know, just work hard aspect, and I didn't like that. Yeah. But it's like it's okay. I still mess with Naruto. I like One Piece, but it's just like I feel like there's so much to One Piece.
I'm meant to check out One Piece. I'm meant to check it out on Hulu because I paid for Hulu and everything, but I think the shit expired. That's one of the things I don't really like about Hulu. It's like they have TV shows that not only they don't have every single TV show that you can watch, of course, and I know it's like not the only Hulu. I think it's not like, of course, it's not like the only app you can watch like TV shows and movies on, but at the same time, and then the whole expiring thing, like this show or movie is expiring, and whatever, how many freaking days or weeks or whatever. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah, I think One Piece is on Netflix. I remember when it was on Netflix. I was so happy. I was like, oh snap! And then they put a couple seasons. Like, dang, now I can't watch every episode.
I try to watch Hellsing. Like, Hellsing seemed interesting to me. I try to watch that in a few short days before that show expired. Then
you ever get into
Samurai?
I love Afro. You ever played the video game?
Crazy.
You ever played the video game?
Nah, I didn't even know there was a video game.
There was a video game. It was on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. I don't know if they can put it on Xbox One or PlayStation 4. But yeah, it's good. If you want to check out the walkthrough, it's good to check out the walkthrough. But yeah, dude, Samuel L. Jackson did his thing. That's why I love Samuel L. Jackson, because he literally gets into everything. He's in Star Wars, anime, and superhero movie. Yes. Like, no successful franchise is going to go without Samuel L. Jackson.
By the way, it's about time that dude got his Oscar, too.
Hey, he got his Samuel Jackson awards to me. If you can reach Samuel Jackson levels of success, you good in my book. But it's just like, yeah, man, it's just like, yeah, dude, like Afro Samurai, that's a good one for sure, man. It's like the whole, I was really hoping at the end of, like, you ever seen the end of Resurrection? Afro Samurai Resurrection?
I haven't seen them.
You haven't seen Resurrection yet? All right, cool. Yeah. Watch Resurrection and everything. I'm still waiting for them to come out with more stuff, but it's been so long, bro. Like, I swear.
You know what I wish was a video game right now? Boondocks. Like, that could be. It couldn't be like not like a storyline type of thing, but like more like more like a fighting game. Like, I don't know, like
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Either that or freaking. I was gonna say Street Fighter, but I don't know. I'm still not all that. I still suck at Street Fighter, even though I bought the games. It's like, because it's the controllers. They're more complex. They've always been complex. I've always been used to because I have a PlayStation. I have a PlayStation 2, 3, and a 4. I was gonna get a PS5, but I don't know why the PlayStation keeps messing around. They don't have no PlayStation 5. I don't think they have any PlayStation 5s available in stores still.
They got one I saw at the pawn shop the other day, but it's like, it's expensive.
Not even a pawn shop. I mean, like, stores like Walmart or Best Buy or GameStop, whatever.
I would say stick to PlayStation 4 for a while until like the prices start going down and everything. That's what I did with PlayStation 4. Like, then there's all sorts of games to play. But then it's like you reach a stage in life where it's like your life kind of becomes a video game, so it's kind of hard to really focus on video games. Like, I had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for like since I don't even know when. It's been so long. I still haven't beat that game. It's still on my PlayStation 3. I still haven't beat that game. That's one of my main. If I could actually find some time to beat that game and everything, like, because it's just like, it just takes a while. After when you start messing up on one mission, you don't see that game for like some months. I'm like, I think the last time I played it was like in my sophomore year of college. That's how long it's been. I've been graduated last December, so it's just like, I don't even know. But one game I really like was Def Jam Fight for New York. I don't know if you heard of it.
Oh shit, yeah, that was the shit right there. Yes.
They need to just bring it back, like something like maybe find a way that we can download it offline.
I always felt like they would, like for PlayStation 4, maybe PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. Speaking of PlayStation 5, there is one game that I actually really want to, really looking forward to coming out, Kingdom Hearts 4. But when I saw the graphics on the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be for PlayStation 5. I'm like, are you serious? Same thing with The Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. I have Miles Morales since I have Miles Morales and I have the other Spider-Man game for PlayStation 4. But when I was looking at the graphics for PlayStation 5, I was like, oh shit. It looks, especially with photo mode, it looks like, because like if you have the right lighting, the right edits, if you put the right edits to it, it looks, most of the shots I've been seeing, it look like you would think that there was like a new Spider-Man movie freaking coming out or something like that. Like, I saw, like, there would be like pictures that I saw of Spider-Man in the Spider-Man suit that he had for Spider-Man, the Spider-Man suit that Tobey Maguire wore. You would think that there was a Spider-Man 4 coming out after Spider-Man 3. But it's like, nah, the graphics on PlayStation 5 and honestly a little bit of 4, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. It's so realistic. It's so lifelike.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, graphics being that good, it's crazy how video games have gone to that point where it's just so, like, I can't even tell the difference. But it's just, like, it's kind of scary, too, because just imagine where it's going to be, like, in 10 years, like virtual reality and stuff, and then people are going to, like, maybe graphify, like, the whole, like, world and everything, where it's, like, it might become a metaverse and stuff like that. That's why, I was thinking, like, it was going to be information from, like, my next book, where I could probably tell you more about, like, till, like, after the recording. I don't want nobody to steal my ideas.
Yeah,
all right, so it's just... But it's just like, anyway, but it's like, yeah, man, like, I know you spoke about, like, Kingdom Hearts and stuff of that nature. Like, those are some video games that you know, I got my brother, like, Red Dead Redemption 2, like, in for Christmas. I haven't seen this dude touch that game in so long. Because it's like, he hadn't even put up the PlayStation 4, like, so I thought we were going to be playing that game until we beat it. Because, like, he beat my last Red Dead Redemption game when I had Xbox 360. He would beat it all by himself. And I would be like, bro, where do you find the time to beat this shit? And everything. Because he'd be watching me playing Bioshock and everything. I guess Bioshock was, like, my thing. I guess Red Dead Redemption was, like, his thing. And stuff of that nature. I thought that was mad cool that he was able, like, to do that and stuff of that nature. But it's like, yeah, man, it's like, so I know it's like, did any of these interests kind of, like, bleed into, like, your love for music too? Like, maybe, like, I know, like for like cartoons, like I like Rick and Morty and everything, and there was like one song like I got saw called like Hold It Together and everything, and at the end of that song I use a sound clip from Rick and Morty. It's like, you get your shit together, get all your shit in a backpack and get all that shit together. And it just goes on, and it was just like, you know, that's one of the highlights of like my mixtape that I like and everything. So anyway, like you be having like all your interests and all like kind of bleed into your music a little bit, like maybe some metaphors that be using from your music.
What you said, like metaphors that I use from music?
Yeah, it could be metaphors, like you be writing in like your songs or stuff, like maybe you could probably be a sound clip or anything, you know, stuff of that nature, you know, stuff.
Yeah, sometimes my metaphor just comes from like almost anything. Like it could be like references to like a song that somebody put out or a game that I played. I've made a few, like most rappers, I've made metaphors for like, I made metaphors from like maybe Dragon Ball Z and Kingdom Hearts, but I would write it to like where it's just mine, where it's not biting somebody's stuff, because whenever it comes, that's the thing, like whenever it comes to writing music, and you hear like how a lot of artists just be sounding the fucking same, man. Like I'm just gonna put it out there, but it's like with me, I feel like it's a difference it's a difference between being inspired by somebody's work and then having your work sound like that person that you say you're inspired by. I'm trying to, I don't, like, whenever I rap, some people say that I sound like Eminem, and it's like, yo, that's fucking disrespectful, because I'm not trying to sound like one of the goats here. I'm trying to sound like myself here. Like, come on.
But Eminem is an influence of yours, so it's like things like that happen without you even meaning it to happen.
Exactly.
Like for instance, like there was one song on my mixtape called Grave Shift and everything, and it's like I would play the song and I'm just like, okay, yeah, what do y'all think about this song? And like my brother and his girlfriend have both said, and this is me, I didn't even mean to do this. They said it sounds a lot like Flatbush Zombies' This Is It. And I'm like, oh my God, it kind of does. Gotta be putting it next to each other. I'm like, wow, it does kind of sound like it. So it's just like, you know, don't even be like ashamed of things like that, because it just happened. That's just how the spirit of hip hop manifests itself. Like for instance, like Big Daddy Kane's style is the father to Biggie Small's style. When you realize it, when you listen to both of them back to back, they both sound like, not like each other, but it's like the way how they speak is kind of the same. Or just like how Action Bronson sounds so much like Ghostface Killer and everything, you know, to an extent. It's just that you don't mean, it's not copying because you want to bite them or anything. It's just a part of the process. Like sometimes it's like there's going to be someone out there that's going to be like, wow, you sound just like Tyron Turner. Or wow, you sound kind of like Toasty ESV. That's my rap name, by the way. It's just like, it just comes with it, bro. It's just like, that's how it lives on. That's how hip hop lives on. Like we're all like the seeds of like other artists, like the J. Cole's, the Kendrick Lamar's, the Eminems and stuff of that nature. Yeah. Even the XXXTentacion's and everything. Once you actually make music that kind of touches others and everything and they can identify with, they're going to not in a sense copy your style, but they're going to be influenced to some extent. So it's like ain't nothing to be sweat about it at all.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, that's most definitely true, and things of that nature. So it's like, I know, like you pretty much you stay in Charlotte, like, or you stay mostly in Concord, basically.
Yeah, I live in Concord, but I always come out. I'm always coming out to Charlotte because that's where I feel like that's where the fun happens. I feel like that's where a lot of the fun happens. Like, especially with karaoke. Matter of fact, I'm going to karaoke tonight at Snug Harbor. So and pretty much just sing my heart out or rap my ass off, whichever.
Ain't nothing wrong with it and everything, you know, of that nature. Ain't nothing wrong with it in the slightest and stuff, you know. It's like, so it's gonna be like what? So it's gonna be here in Charlotte tonight. Like, what time is it?
I think it starts at like 8 o'clock. I think. And then like the thing with Snug Harbor, they have two karaoke spots. At the same, like, it's one spot but two different karaoke's. One karaoke is inside, and then there's another one outside. And there's another one outdoors. So the outdoors one I think starts at like 9 or no, I think it starts at like 10, and then the inside one starts at like it starts earlier than that, like an hour or so earlier.
Okay, man, that's wonderful. That's great that you actually kind of try to move on. Besides Charlotte, are there any other cities that you'd be like kind of like try to like perform at? Do you ever go to Greensboro or anything, or maybe Durham, Raleigh?
It's been a while. I mean, it's been a while, but it's been a while since I've visited. Since I visited Raleigh or Greensboro, but yeah, I'm pretty much just trying to perform anywhere, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Like, trying to get myself out there.
Okay. Do you have any insights on what like your next projects might be, like mixtapes, albums, or songs that you probably might want to drop in the future and stuff of that nature, or like how you're gonna drop it? Do you have any ideas on how you're gonna do it, or what's it gonna be?
Not right now. I'm not right now. I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm just trying to. I think right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get as many songs written and laid out as possible, mm-hmm. and then not drop them, but. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird layout. But
yeah, you're just trying to get it all together before trying to put it. Yeah,
trying to get it all together out and get it all out together. Pretty much, it's not only that, but it's just like, I don't know, like trying to improve my songwriting, improve my songwriting and my layouts and everything. And then like I literally I have song ideas. Like, I have a list of song ideas on my phone. It's like literally over like 40 song ideas.
Oh yeah, no, ain't nothing wrong with keeping ideas and everything. I know I like trying to write down like what would I name my tours and everything, or what type of concept albums I'll be putting it down and everything of that nature, and all the beats that's going to be on it and everything. Like, for instance, I definitely want to be able to drop. That's why I be studying a lot of early Drake and everything. I want to be able to be a little bit more, make a lot of songs that like women will probably want to be more like invested into. Because I feel like that's what kind of helped Drake a lot too and everything. Although a lot of people used to hate on that, but it helps. Like, even Tupac was making songs for women also. It's just like, you know, and like how can I be able to make a song like, you know, like maybe like, I don't want to say make a song like Nipsey Hussle, but it's just like make songs like I could be able to motivate others to like keep pushing and stuff of that nature. Maybe I could make songs about focus on mental health and stuff of that nature. You know, just like I already kind of did that with Ego Trip. I said mostly it was just focus on the manias, depression from highs and lows and stuff. But you know, I don't want to be all just mental stuff and mental health stuff and everything. I want to be able to make songs people can like enjoy also. Maybe some people can turn up to, you know, make stuff like that, you know. So it's just like, you know, I got to study all types of people, you know, like from the Kendricks and stuff, but also people from today, from Corday and Jack Harlow and stuff of that nature. Are there any artists from today that are kind of like inspiring you a little bit more? Maybe someone that you kind of like take interest in and stuff of that nature?
Well, like I said, her, the way she carried, her songs and her personality, the way she carries herself, it's like she has a peaceful vibe. It's like she has a peaceful vibe to her, and like she's had a peaceful vibe to her career, and it's just like, that's the path that I'm trying to follow. Like, that's the path that I'm trying to be on. I'm trying to be on, like, just focusing on me. Like, I'm just focusing on me and not fall for the okie doke, as my mom would say. Just doing my own thing. No, just do my own thing. Like, do what I have to do. Like, do what I have to do to succeed. Like, no bullshit, no nothing. Like, no getting distracted by anything. Just do what I do, and do what I do out of love. Do what I do out of love, whether it's for me, whether it's mainly for me, but also for the people that for the people that that love and support me too. So honestly, I would say her, and then I will also say Luke James. Luke James, I'll be listening to him, but I haven't heard any like I don't think he's like put any stuff out lately, but at the same time that dude is a hell of an inspiration. It's like, yo, I'm trying to hear some new stuff from him, man. Like, come on. And then so I would say her, Luke James, Brandy. Oh my God, Brandy, the vocal Bible. Then
yeah, Brandy's pretty good too.
Don't even get me started on her.
I remember I used to bump like my mom had like the CD and she would put it on like when we would like drive to school after when they cut busing off in Charlotte and everything. That's all we would listen to. It was like, yeah, that's some good stuff. Brandy's really, really good, especially if you want to maybe do like sample beats like with Brandy's like songs and everything. Yeah, go into R&B like artists is really good too. Like if you, especially with that Drake type vibe. But like, you know, it's just like that little like old 90s vibe trying to clash in with a lot of our sounds today. Exactly. It makes a really good sound. Oh snap! Hold up. Oh snap! I think that's my next interview I'm trying to get on. But yo, I feel like we kind of spoken a whole lot and touched a whole lot of topics and everything. You know, I think we already reached the kind of the hour line and stuff of that nature. So, you know, like that's a damn good episode. I feel like that's pretty good. You know, are there any last words you like to let people know of that are listening right now? Any last words?
Stay in school, kids, and
I don't know if kids is listening to this. I bet.
Well, anyone who's in school right now, stay in school. Mm-hmm. As far as haters go, fuck off.
And there you have it from the infamous Tyron Turner. I'm pronouncing that right. Tyron Turner.
Yes.
All right, good. That's wonderful. And that's it for the Mental Threads podcast. We signing in. Now we are signing out. No, sewing out. I don't know why I said signing.